got it, or do you need to go over there? Okay. Do you guys have a sweet tooth? Because I do. And my go-to cookie to make is the peanut butter chocolate chip no-bake cookies. For me, I think they're pretty quick and simple to make. And before I finally figured out how exactly I like to make them, I had to try several different recipes and several different times. So to make them, you're going to need the right supplies, your ingredients, and the time to prepare them. Once you decide to make them, you're going to go ahead and gather your supplies. What you're going to need is a large mixing bowl, a saucepan, a large spoon, a regular pan, your parchment paper, your measuring cups, a tablespoon, and a teaspoon. After you gather your supplies, you will then get your ingredients. You'll need butter, and I use salted sweet cream butter, milk, and sugar. I use milk chocolate chips, but you can use dark chocolate if you prefer. Your oatmeal, your vanilla, and your peanut butter. I go ahead and pre-measure my ingredients before I start to make my cookies because it just makes it simpler on me and makes it faster. So after pre-measuring them, I'm going to get 1/4 cup of butter, 1/4 cup of milk, which I've already got measured out, 1 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. I use a heaping tablespoon or more just on my preference of peanut butter. You don't have to use peanut butter in this recipe. I use 1.5 cups of oatmeal and a teaspoon of vanilla. After I've pre-measured, I'm going to start by preparing my cookies by mixing my ingredients together. I'm going to get my saucepan, and in my saucepan, I'm going to put in the butter. My 1/4 cup of milk and my cup of sugar, and then I'm going to go to the oven or the stove, and you're going to heat them on medium-high heat until it is boiling. Grandma, which way? Okay, and while that is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my ingredients in my large mixing bowl. I'm going to put in my oatmeal, my chocolate chips, my peanut butter, and my teaspoon of vanilla. And all I'm waiting for now is for my mixture to warm up and start boiling so I can continue making my cookies. The major problem that I ran into when I was making my cookies, when I used cocoa, I could never get the cookies to actually stay firm. They were more gooey, and then you actually couldn't pick them up and eat them. You had to like scoop them off of the plate. But these are my favorite cookies. And while you're waiting for that, you can also start by pre-cleaning, I guess. I went ahead and pre-lined my pan with parchment paper. That way it doesn't stick to the pan and it's easier to remove. It makes for a faster cleanup. And the faster the better. Clean up. Okay, so it has now started boiling, so I'm going to wait 1 minute. And then after that minute's up, I will pour the heated mixture into my mixing bowl to mix and melt the chocolate and the peanut butter and get it all mixed together. Right now, all I'm doing is making sure that all of the sugar gets mixed in with the butter and it's distributed partially evenly. And I don't want to burn the pan, so I'm going to continue to mix it while it boils. Okay, after the minute's up, go ahead and pour your boiling mixture into your bowl. And then you'll mix your vanilla and your peanut butter, your oatmeal with your boiling mixture together. Okay, and this is what the mixture looks like. Can you see it? You can see it's nice and chocolatey and it's distributed evenly and mixed. Okay, so after you mix it, you're going to go ahead and actually make your cookies now and try to make them about a tablespoon size, and then you're just going to take them out of the bowl and put them on your parchment paper into however big you want your cookies. So, know that cookies aren't hard to make. They're quick and simple and easy, especially if you have a sweet tooth late at night, which happens to me often. It may take you several attempts before you get your cookies done right, but when you do, go ahead and pour you a big glass of milk and enjoy.